Ever wondered what causes a migraine? It's more than just a severe headache. The real culprits are the dilation and inflammation of specific arteries within your head, namely the cephalic and intracranial extracerebral arteries. Imagine these arteries like narrow paths. When they dilate or widen and become inflamed, it's akin to a traffic jam happening right inside your head. This jam is what gives rise to the throbbing pain we associate with migraines. But that's not all. Migraine-associated symptoms like nausea, sensitivity to light and sound are a result of your sympathetic nervous system kicking into high gear. Think of this as your body's alarm system responding to the pain. And here's where it gets interesting. All these mechanisms are intertwined in what's known as the parallel theory of the pathogenesis of the migraine attack. So it's not just in your head, it's a complex interplay of your arteries and nerves. But a migraine doesn't stop at the headache, does it? The throbbing pain in your skull is just the beginning. In response to this agony, the sympathetic nervous system, your body's internal emergency response team, springs into action. This activation is not a random event, but a direct consequence of the pain. So what does this mean in practical terms? Well, it means that your body is gearing up to fight what it perceives as a threat. The sympathetic nervous system's activation can lead to a myriad of symptoms that may seem unrelated to a headache, but are actually quite connected. You may feel nauseous, vomit, or experience sensitivity to light and sound, and even have difficulty speaking. These symptoms are your body's response to the migraine, a kind of distress signal. It's as if your body is saying, "Hey, there's something not quite right here, and I need help." The pain is just the start, and your body's reaction to it leads to the symptoms we associate with migraines. Ever experienced a strange sensation before a migraine? That's what doctors call an aura. Picture this. It's like a storm brewing in your brain, a neurological tempest, if you will. This phenomenon, known as a migraine aura, is caused by a neurophysiological event of spreading excitation or depression. Let's break it down. Your brain cells, in a wave-like fashion, go through a period of hyperactivity, followed by a slowdown. Picture an audience doing a wave in a stadium. That's pretty similar to what's happening in your brain. This wave of activity can cause visual disturbances like flashing lights or zigzag patterns, and even physical symptoms like tingling or numbness. While it can be unsettling, this aura is your brain's own early warning system, signaling the onset of a migraine. It's a bit like the calm before the storm, or in this case, the storm before the storm. Auras might seem strange, but they're a well-documented part of the migraine experience. Now that we understand migraines better, how do we combat them? Well, this is where abortive and preventive antimigraine medications come into play. Abortive medications, as the name suggests, aim to abort or stop the migraine attack once it has started. They achieve this by acting on the serotonin 1B receptor, stimulating it to constrict the dilated arteries responsible for the migraine headache. Think of it as a pacifier for your throbbing vessels. On the other hand, preventive medications are like the guardians of your head, keeping migraines at bay. They work in three main ways. Firstly, they increase the tone of the extracranial arteries, making them more resistant to dilation. Secondly, they inhibit neurogenic inflammation, a key player in the pain process. Lastly, they inhibit pain transmission within the central nervous system, essentially blocking the pain signals from reaching your brain. So, the next time you experience a migraine, remember, it's not just a headache, and there's more to its treatment than just popping a pill.